Exciting!
That arc is the true identity of this academy.
The ultimate academy for gifted juveniles is actually a gigantic spaceship colony. But how?
This whole academy, this whole academy is one giant spaceship colony? What are you saying?
What?
You really think I'll believe that? Well, hold on. Now, the story isn't done yet.
By the way,
Don't you think it's strange? Why do you think the killing game happened on the Ark? Humanity's last hope. Actually, the organization behind the Gopher Project made one terrible oversight. A horrible person hiding among the 16 chosen to be the last survivors of the human race.
how exciting!
It was the leader of the cult organization trying to crush the Gopher Project, and they hid among the last survivors of the human race and prepared a robot on this ship. That robot is Monokuma. Originally, the 16 chosen students were placed into a state of cold sleep, and were only supposed to wake up once the ship found a suitable planet. But Monokuma manipulated the Ark and brought it back to the ruined Earth. Although the 16 were supposed to wake up on a different planet, they rose from their sleep.
You know?
And they are now here.
Hold up.
If we return to Earth, that means...
What you guys just saw? That's Earth now.
What did you say?
That's Earth after a few hundred years. While we were in cold sleep. And Earth destroyed by meteorites. Without oxygen or living creatures. And Earth without any cities. Or any people you knew. That is the truth of the outside world. Which means...
There's no place for you bastards to go home to. That's why it's pointless to go outside. The outside world doesn't exist anymore. Doesn't exist. The Earth and humans have died out ages ago, except for the last 16 survivors of humanity. Well, last 7 survivors of humanity. That's a lie. It's definitely a lie. I already told you I wouldn't lie anymore. I'm tired of lying, you know?
So that means...
Anyway, I gotta confess, you know the cult I mentioned earlier? The leader is me.
Anyway,
Which means the mastermind who snuck Monokuma onto the Ark is... me! You're the mastermind? I didn't want to just crush the Gopher project. I wanted to ruin it in the worst way possible. So I came up with a plan.
let's have more fun.
What could possibly be worse than the last 16 survivors of humanity killing each other?
It's a lie!
It's all gotta be a lie. Oh, you want me to lie, you know, now? But you guys always told me not to do that. I'll show you the irrefutable evidence that I am the mastermind. Kikuchi took what looked like a remote control out of his pocket and fiddled with it. And a minute later...
Exosols? What's going on? I thought only the mono cubs could control the exosols.
Well, I'm different. Since I'm the mastermind, I control everything in this. As long as I have the master remote control, all exosols move on my command.
So you really are the mastermind?
Tell me.
You were always suspicious from the start, but if for you to be the mastermind...
Oh, man.
You look like, well, you don't believe me, Shuichi. I'm so disappointed in you. I even gave you such a huge hint, but you still didn't get it.
How boring.
I was waiting with so much anticipation to see when you guys would figure it out.
What is it?
You left that message for this? I told you. You guys should have doubted each other more. You guys could have realized I was the mastermind earlier, and there could have been less victims. Actually, Kaede had the right idea to try and kill the mastermind at the start. Too bad though, if only she had killed me then, the killing game would have ended. What do you mean? This is the truth to the killing game, y'all. This turned out not so boring, right? Not anyone could have organized a killing game with the last 16 survivors of humanity, you know? Are you saying it's the truth? Were we just being led around by you this whole time? Oh, you mad? So, what are you gonna do about it? Of course I'm mad. Don't think you've won just because you've got the exosols on your side. Because we've got the electro hammers.
What?
Wow.
Oh, typical Kaito. I guess things aren't going your way. Lucky for me, you ran out of juice. Electro hammer? At that moment, his electro hammer powered down. And not just Kaito's. Every electro hammer powered down at once. I told you, didn't I? The problem is that it runs out of battery pretty quickly. But that lasted longer than I calculated, so I was actually starting to get a bit nervous. Did you calculate that too? Sorry, Kaito, your tiny brain is just too different from mine.
Please don't.
Don't glare at me like that. Punching me won't solve anything either, you know? You can't resurrect the dead, and you can't turn Earth back to normal. Even if that is the case, I can't get over it if I don't punch you. I tried to stop Kaito before he ran off, but I couldn't grab him in time. Your stupidity can't be cured unless you feel a bit of pain first. But Maki's scream was in vain. Before our very eyes, Kaito charged at the Exisal and was smacked down. He hung limply from the Exisal's hand like a rag doll.
Kaito!
Don't worry, he's not dead. But now you know, right? There's no use defying me. These exosols were originally machines to protect us. They were built to shield us from any danger that might pop up on other planets. But now I think it's hilarious how much they've become a threat to you guys.
Give Kaito.
Give it back.
Give Kaito back. Her eyes screaming murder, Maki glared at Kokichi and moved towards him. Even if you let go, do you want to die? Maki,
It's no use.
I won't let go. Even if you kill me, I can't let go. Please, Maki.
Shuichi!
Nice job, Mr. Ultimate Detective. That was a wise call, Shuichi. But your talent is useless now. The mystery of the killing game and the secret of the outside world, the mastermind's identity, they're all solved. We don't need a detective anymore. This is the true ending.
What did you say?
If this is the ending, then what are we supposed to do now? If the world is destroyed and we're the last human beings left, what are we supposed to do from now on? How about doing anything you want?
Well,
I know I started this whole thing and I'm bored now, so sorry about that, guys. That's why I wanted to reveal the truth. I wanted to see utter despair on your faces. Yippers, I'm totally satisfied now, so you guys are free to do whatever you want.
Wait.
Hold on. You were the one that started all this? That's so irresponsible. You guys can commit suicide together or kill each other, or you can change your mind and stay here. You're welcome to do that too.
thanks to the school's barrier, there's plenty of oxygen. It is the Gopher Project's ark. It's supposed to be humanity's last hope. Oh, but did you guys know? The sky on the other side of the barrier isn't real. That's just one of the ark's functions. It's meant to help us forget we're on a spaceship. So that means...
So anyway, the killing game is over. Now you can do whatever you please. I don't know what to do.
You bastard.
What do you plan to do with Kaito? I just want him to chill out for a bit.
Hot-blooded idiots like him are trouble. They do whatever they want without thinking about the consequences. If it's just him, I can deal. But if he gets all of you involved, then that's totally a hassle. Also, the killing game might start up again if I let him run around. So that means...
Anyway, Suichi, can I have the Exisal Hanger's alarm remote back? What? I was thinking that it'd be the perfect place to keep Kaito in. Don't give it to him, Shuichi. Hand it over, Shuichi.
Bastard.
Don't give it to him, Shu. Don't give it to him. You know what'll happen if you don't hand it over, right?
This school is mine! I, Kokichi Oma, am the mastermind and king of the ultimate academy for gifted juveniles. Yes!
Sorry.
I couldn't meet Maki's eyes. I gave Kokichi what he wanted. Kokichi's evil yet innocent smile stayed on his face as he took the key. And then he simply left. He solved the entire mystery for us and left. He left us there with the truth of our despair. Are we supposed to leave? No. Monkey. Coward.
Okay.
I know.
But
I just don't have the strength. I can't fight back. I can't do it. I guess I'm supposed to talk to all of them.
which means
The Ultimate Academy is a spaceship, and we're the 16 survivors of humanity.
unfortunately
The killing game we've been playing. Why pit the remnants of humanity against each other for a world that no longer exists? And the mastermind who engineered all this and is forcing us to participate is Kokichi. I can't. My mind feels like it's about to short circuit. Me too.
are you okay?
Am I okay? How could I be okay? The outside world, everything's destroyed. Everyone's dead. Everyone at school, everyone in my neighborhood, they're all dead. Calm down, Himiko. What am I supposed to do now? There's no point in living anymore. Samugi, are you okay? She's got 1,000 yard stare. It's no use talking to her right now. The whole truth was revealed. The conclusion, this is the end. There is no outside world. We're the only humans left alive. Trying to get outside was pointless. And we played the killing game for it. It was all meaningless. That's the conclusion. Nonsense. So what did all the others die for then? So this is the despair that Gota felt. So much despair you want to die. It really is just like that. If it's like this, it would have been better if I died a lot earlier. Then it's all over now. That's true. This is the end of everything. Our story ends here. There will be no more death, no more killing game. It's all pointless. The truth is, we all should have just died a long time ago. I don't even remember how I got back to my room. But before I knew it, I felt my body in the bed, numb. I didn't want to sleep. I just wanted to run away from the despair, but the sleep came anyway. Monokuma must not be here anymore. There's no point in two morning announcements now. So it's really over. There's no point to this killing game anymore. Because there's no reason to go outside. There's no reason to keep living. There's no reason to live. 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 This is an epilogue. All that's left is to take up time. What a boring story. There's nothing I can do anymore. Why is everything so foggy? I wonder what everyone else is doing. He's just been in bed all day, I guess.
Okay.
That's right. I wonder if Kaito is okay. Is he? It's no use. My mind isn't working and my body. It's morning. How long have I been like this? I should get up, or I might not ever get up again. I don't care if I just kill my... What? My body reacted reflexively as I heard the doorbell. Somewhat surprised that I even managed to get out of bed, I went to the door. Who could it be? On my feet, for the first time in a long while, I walked uneasily to the door. I slowly opened it and... You look terrible, huh? Go take a shower or something. Anything to help your face. I'll be in the dining hall with everyone else. Everyone? I'll be waiting, so hurry up. Maki spoke curtly and left. Everyone is waiting in the dining hall. I guess I should go. I hurried and took a hot shower, then left my room. Everyone is in the dining hall except for Kokichi and Kaito. But mentally, that they weren't really there. The life had gone out of their eyes. Everyone here looks terrible. Really, even I look terrible. Well, your face always looks like that. What are we talking about? We're discussing how we want to die, right? What? I want to go without suffering. Maki, can you do something about that? Sure, but before that, take a look at this. Is that a flashback light? Why do you have that? It was on top of the table when I went to the dining hall this morning. It was just sitting there? Kokichi probably just put it there. To confirm the truth, perhaps? If we use the flashback light, we may recover memories that corroborate with his story. Cooperate. So, we're supposed to use the flashback light to confirm the truth Kokichi told us. We don't need to confirm anything. We saw the outside world for ourselves.
Hey.
Do you want to die comfortably? I can help you, but we should check this flashback light first. What? Why do we have to do that?
Because.
It's the only thing we can do right now. If we're going to die, then we might as well do anything we can. We'll have no regrets that way.
That's right.
And even if it is dangerous, it wouldn't matter anymore, right? Either way, there's nothing for us to lose. We don't have any hope left. So let's do what we can. Well, okay. Things won't end up any worse than they already are. So when you kill me, will it be like I'm falling asleep? Then it's decided. Kiba, Shuichi, are you fine with that? Yes, very well then. Yeah. And thus, it was decided fairly painlessly. The flashback light suddenly appeared. Nothing could be more obvious and suspicious. But because our spirits were already broken, we had nothing to lose anymore anyway.
Hey.
Okay, I'm going to turn it on. Okay, switched on the flashback light. And at that moment, the world flipped upside down. turned inside out. That's it. I remember, everything is connected, and we had forgotten. We had forgotten that everything is connected. It all started at that academy, a government-backed school that nurtured the most talented students in various subjects, Hope's Peak Academy. And the event that tore that school apart changed the world. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. It triggered a wave of terrorism and war across the world, humanity's true despair. Half the world was destroyed as a result of that terrible violence. And that tragedy was caused by a single high school girl. The ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. She used whatever means necessary to paint the world in despair. The killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy was the same way. Trapped by the ultimate despair, forced into a killing game. I'm confused. Some of those are from the first game and some of them are from the second. But after Junko and Nishima died, the case was closed and the world began to slowly recover. But Junko's disciples, the remnants of despair, weren't done sowing chaos. The Future Foundation fought against them, trying to restore order. The war between hope and despair grew more and more extreme. The fight raged on, but came to a sudden end. And right then, it was from then on that we remembered. It was the beginning of our truth. One day, terrible despair suddenly rained from the sky. A countless number of meteorites fell upon the world, carrying an unknown virus. Emboldened by the overwhelming despair, the remnants cried, "Humanity deserves damnation." The Future Foundation was overwhelmed by the renewed despair and quickly lost influence. But then, Makoto Naegi, together with the former members of the Future Foundation, started the Gopher Project at Hope's Peak Academy. Only genius can overcome nature, and only hope can overcome despair. Our young geniuses must escape this earth to become the seeds of the future. That is the only hope for humanity. With those principles, the Gopher Project began, and 16 Hope's Peak students were selected. We were those 16 students. That's it. We weren't all attending different high schools. We were all attending the rebuilt Hope's Peak Academy. We were the students that applied after learning Hope's Peak was rebuilt. And the new Hope's Peak was like the last in that it accepted applications for talented students and cultivated ultimate talents. The Hope's Peak Academy was a large school, so we were all in separate classes. But we were all students of Hope's Peak Academy. From the candidates of the 16 of us were selected for the Gopher Project because... No, we weren't selected. We were the only ones left. The mysterious virus from the meteorites had spread rapidly around the world. The entire world was on the brink of extinction. Hope had almost triumphed, but cruel despair came roaring back to overtake the world. But we just happened to be immune to the virus. That was the reason why we were chosen for the Gopher Project. I finally remembered. That world, this world, it's all connected.
That's it.
Everyone, did you all remember?
Yes.
Yes, I can vividly recall everything now. Why? How could we forget something so important? We were students of Hope's Peak Academy. We were the symbols of hope entrusted with the survival of humanity. Except for one person. Kokichi Oma, the mastermind behind this killing game, hid his organization's real identity.
They were the remnants of despair.
That's right. The cult organization out to destroy the Gopher Project. If Kokichi is the leader, that means he controls the remnants out of all of us. He is the closest to the ultimate despair.
It's so obvious. A killing game like this could only be done by the remnants of despair.
Class trials, Monokuma, students of Hope's Peak Academy. It's all just like Junko and Oshima's killing game. Only someone who worships the ultimate despair would replicate that killing.
Which means
Which means that the killing game is just like the one that came before. It's a battle between hope and despair. A killing game that mires hope in a dark despair.
Got a minute?
Wait, hold on. If this was such an important killing game, then why did Kokichi abandon it? That's also something the remnants of despair would do. They admired Junko and Oshima, right? He made an elaborate plan to cause us to despair, but he got bored of that plan. Wanting to feel the despair of our plan being ruined, that's the ultimate despair for you.
hey,
What's wrong, Maki? Nothing, I'm just not convinced. It's probably fine though. It's not a big deal.
okay.
Are you sure? You finally learned the truth, but we still can't do anything. Even if we were out of this even if we get out of this academy, the outside world is still destroyed. There's no hope left for us.
Everyone,
No. We just need to become that hope. What's with you all of a sudden?
I must.
If all hope is lost, then it's up to us to become that hope. After all, we're students of Hope's Peak Academy, right? Aren't we? We're all that's left of the 16 who survived the battle between hope and despair.
Listen closely.
If we give up now, everyone who fought on the side of hope will have fought for nothing.
That's true.
Fought for nothing. That's what my inner voice is telling me. That no matter what, I cannot abandon hope. I cannot give up. Yes, that's what it's urging me to do.
Leave it to me.
So I will not despair. Even if it's only a little, I will move forward with hope.
Okay,
He
listen
will.
closely.
Right now, there is no use in thinking about whether our lives have meaning or not, because as long as we're alive, we still have the power to decide that meaning for ourselves. That's what I believe hope is. That's what hope is? I see. Yeah, you're right. or the students of Hope's Peak Academy, rebuilt as a symbol of hope. If we, the students of Hope's Peak, give up, the world really will be plunged into dark despair. I got it. In the end, it's all about willpower. I'm gonna live till the end and never give up. We won't be able to do anything in that destroyed world, but making the impossible possible is what magic is all about. It's pain, but it'll be worth it. I'll live for 100 million more years. You guys. You're right. Let's do it.
Alright.
Let's fight together against despair. As long as we stand together without giving in to despair, we will find a new hope. We all stood in unison. We each felt the power of hope coursing through us, driving our bodies. The hope born in this academy, a tree of life with roots down deep. It was supporting each and every one of us. Motivation is running through my entire body. This is the power of hope. With a laugh like that, you sound less like a mage and more like a wicked witch. Kokichi may have left that flashback light to make us give up, but if that was his plan, it failed. It's true, it does seem as though Kokichi's plan went wrong somewhere. The only person who can give us flashback lights is Kokichi. So, what's our plan now? What are we going to do about Kokichi? We've got to stop you-know-who, the remnant of despair, or this despair will never end. We have to save Kaito too. Yeah, of course. He's so stupidly positive. He's just the kind of guy who we need to at a time like this. With Kaito by our side, encouraging us then, even if we are the only people left, I think we can still find a new hope. Yeah, that's exactly right. I knew that. Even in a situation like this, he'd think of something. The problem is, where are Kokichi and Kaito? They're in the exosoul hangar. Both of them? Kokichi did say that Kaito would be trapped in there, but by chance, I happened to see Kokichi leaving the hangar during nighttime yesterday. By chance, really? But the truth is, you were worried about Kaito, and were watching the hangar all day. Looks like that was the case.
So what?
It's not like I was worried about Kaito or anything. I just had nothing else to do. Also, I'm used to watching others, so I wasn't any trouble. It's important for assassins to watch their targets and think of ways to kill them.
Stop it.
Stop. We were just getting mushy, but you had to make it all bloody instead.
100%.
We know they're in the exosoul hangar, but how do we get them out?
By the way,
The hangar has an alarm system that will go off if anyone approaches the shutter. On top of that, Kokichi has an alarm remote key to shut off the alarm system. And there's also an electric barrier, right? You need to do something about that too.
yes.
Yes, but even approaching the control panel will set off the alarm too. So many problems right from the start. What should we do? It'll be fine. I think I know how to stop the alarm system and the electric barrier. Does she have an idea? How do you plan to get past the alarm system and barrier? The electro hammer.
Well,
If you hit the control panel with it, it should disable the electric barrier. We did the same thing to the electric lock on the exit to the outside world.
But
But it won't work the same way on the alarm system, will it? The alarm will go off before we can even get close enough to use the electro hammer.
That's true.
Then we'll use this. Is that? It's not exactly Why do you have that, Monkey? There were only 3 and I thought Kokichi had them. I stole it from his pocket
Okay.
during that time. As expected, your kleptomania and terrifying glare are both first class. The terrifying glare part was a joke, so can you stop glaring at me so terrifyingly?
Thank you very much.
Nice work, Monkey. We can use that electro bomb, to get into the hair. Not only that, it will disable all communication.
Okay.
That should include the remote control Kokichi uses for the exosouls.
100%.
If we use the electro bomb in front of the shatter, it should affect the entire hangar. Then Kokichi will be as good as butt naked. All he'll be able to do is hold his crouch and run. But he might still be able to control an exosoul from inside. Butt naked? No, I'm pretty sure he'll be close. Then we should bring the electro hammers as a precaution against the exosouls. Dang, I just left mine sitting around without charging it.
Sorry.
Ah, sorry, but I did too. It takes 24 hours to charge an electro hammer, so we'll have to wait until tomorrow morning. We're going to wait until tomorrow morning? What about the hangar? We don't really have a choice, do we? Without the electro hammers, it's impossible. Maki, I know that you don't want to wait a single minute more than necessary, but we shouldn't try this until tomorrow, when everyone's ready.
That's true.
Fine, that's what we'll do then. This time we'll definitely kill him. Kill?
wait!
No, Maki, you can't. Even if he's a remnant of despair, that doesn't... But if we kill him, then everything will end. We have no other choice. For that reason, I will kill him.
No.
You're right.
Understand how you feel, Maki, but we'd feel bad after we killed him. It would be no different from this than the killing game. That has caused us so much suffering. That's the sort of thing the remnant of despair or Kira would do.
Okay.
But Kaito said that killing is wrong, remember?
I knew it.
So we can't.
Okay.
If everyone thinks that way, then I'll listen to you guys. But if it seems like anything's dangerous is going to happen, then I'll definitely kill him. While Maki's actually reliable? No, she's dangerous. There's nothing more dangerous than a heated Maki roll. If a Maki roll gets too heated, you could burn your tongue. Did you see those eyes? They were like Predator, looking at its prey. You may have deserved that, Himiko. But it's true that this is quite unexpected. I didn't think we'd be able to stand together as one again. It's thanks to Maki. While we were sedentary and feeling sorry for ourselves, she was planning. I suppose it might also be thanks to Kaito. Because Kaito was worried about her, she promised to work hard to do her best. Of course, if I pointed that out, she'd ask if I wanted to die again.
Got a minute?
What are you looking at?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Hey,
Let's do our best, and then the three of us can train together again?
Okay.
Yeah, right. We finalized our plan to get into the Exel hangar tomorrow morning. Until then, we would wait for the electro hammers to recharge and finish preparations. We split up, focused, and determined.
All right.
First, we need to charge the electro hammer. But I shouldn't just stand around waiting. I need to make up for lost time. There has to be something I can do. Nice job, Mr. Ultimate Detective. That was a wise call. But your talent is useless now. The mystery of the killing game, blah blah blah. No, that's not true. There has to be something that I can do.
All right.
Right, I should scout the area. It would be a good idea to check out the scene before we execute the plan. I'm worried about Kaito. He's hurt and he's sick. I'm sure he doesn't want me to worry about him, but I have to.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna save and get off for a bit. See ya next time.